Start stream. Wow. Okay, now before we do anything, we have to do a little tweaking here. The thumbnail's wrong. Well, it's correct. I'm painting the pile of shame, but we need to change it. And we're going to change it by hopefully actually doing this so quickly no one will ever realize that I have been struggling with this up until the very first minute of the stream. I'm sure no one will notice this. Now I can save this. The thumbnail has been successfully changed. I can go to the YouTube and find my actual live stream and then ping the Discord server, and no one will be any the wiser. No one. For the love of Pete, dude. Okay, hold on. Now I'm going to view my channel. That was a terrible site. The YouTube recommended... Okay, my... Shut the scam. Got him. Just shush is what I say. Okay, now that I've found my stream, I can copy it. And once I have the link copied, watch this. I can go to a magical place called the Trenchborn Legion Discord server for anyone who's actually here. And I can go at everyone. Wait, people have the ability to at everyone? What on God's earth? Who gave... Is this possible? What? How do you have at everyone permissions? What? Okay, sorry. I need to... Apparently anyone in the Discord can just at everyone. I don't know, I'm built different. You know? Fair. My... Okay. Everywhere you go, there you are. I suppose so, right? Okay, now I can get into the meat and potatoes of our little operation here. Okay? Let me really get everyone situated with what's about to happen. Let me open up the chat so we can take a gander at what's going on in our little corner of the internet. And we'll see what happens. And I'm going to test 1 2, test 1 2. The audio is okay. We're gaming. Okay? Now, we're here. Macedonian boy is the first one here. Look at this dude. This dude isn't messing around. Welcome. Okay? Now, this stream is going to be interesting, okay? I've already wasted 3 minutes desperately trying to figure out how to do anything. Base stream when? The base stream is now, dude. The base stream is now, okay? Mortarion is done, for the most part. He's done, though, okay? Right up until the last little bits, I have been figuring out, and I got everything all situated, and now Mortarion is beautiful in a terrible way. He's beautifully disgusting. He's done. He's right there. That's him. Right underneath the Warlord Titan. He's right there. Okay? He's done. You can see him in all of his glory-ish. Okay? German shirt. Welcome to the streams. You will find that this is a very unusual shirt to be wearing, my good sir. Okay? But Mortarion needs his base now, dogs. And guess what? Conveniently enough, even the stream's called the basing stream, and conveniently enough, I have this. Here's the base. Okay? This is it. And I'm going to try to paint this whole thing this stream. So without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. Also, because the Discord server in my community is one of the greatest communities ever, okay, still growing, still thriving, we somehow found a point in the Super Chat goals to bring it down from 10 to 5 to make it more achievable, okay? Fair. Fair. Very fair, right? And we've somehow made the celebration, whatever the goal we've made the goal, okay? we made the goal. If we hit it, I'm going to be making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich live here on the stream. This was the Discord's idea, okay? And I was just peer pressured into it. And so I already sliced 2 pieces of bread just in case, and I will run into the house to grab, and I will make it live in front of us if we hit the goal, okay? Do I expect to hit the goal? I honestly don't know. The community surprises me very frequently, okay? But without further ado, I'm really going to try to get this freaking base done. There's a lot happening on this base, okay? Let me give you a little tour right quick so we can get a little insight onto what we are working with today on this glorious Monday. It's a glorious Monday, if I do say so myself, okay? Now, upon first glance, what we have here is a trench. And if you thought so too, you are extremely observant, okay? And I applaud you. I went ahead and I created a trench base for Mortarion. Now, how he's going to fit on here is going to be funny, because it's possible. I don't know. It doesn't look like he'll be able to fit on here, but he will. You got to believe me, honestly, okay? But a little tour of what's happening, okay? Mortarion is at war against the Trenchborn Legion, which is a homemade Imperial Guard army that I made based on World War I. I made them right before I found out about the Krieg. And then I found out about the Krieg, which are basically just, you know, the official World War I soldiers of 40k, and I went, well, too late. I already have like 100 infantrymen dedicated to the Trenchborn Legion, so we're going to continue on with that, okay? And so, the scattered remains across this trench base is very, you know, it showcases the Trenchborn Legion. It is not official. This is the only official thing on here would be the Poxwalker's body, which I do have kind of patrolling the trench as Mortarion flies over and just leaves absolute death and destruction in his midst. This is the only plastic character on here. Everyone else here was 3D printed, okay? Wasn't possible to, you know, to get a guy leaning up in rubble just with my kit bashing skills. I am not good enough to do that. So I did kind of cheat and 3D printed. I like 3D printing for scenery, though, okay? It's fair, in my opinion, okay? So we have a Poxwalker who is a Russian soldier. My Russians are my Katachan proxies because, like Katachans in World War I, the Russians made do sometimes with, you know, a rock, and they're a little on the nuts side, you know, which I inherit. So this guy just turned into that, okay? This guy's dead. So I feel like it'd be better to be dead than to be a Poxwalker, but now this guy, his tube kind of went everywhere. Son of a gun, Mossy. How early is this going to happen into the stream, good sir? My gosh. Okay. Thank you. and I think we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit the goal, aren't we? Okay, well, that'll be interesting. I'll try to paint the base quickly until then. Okay, so let me speed run it. Okay, I have a German. I have Germans, which are my Krieg. I have Russians, which are my Mousy. Oh dear God. The goal is 5. The goal is 5 super chats. And then I'm making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich live after I was peer pressured into doing it from the Discord, okay? And it looks like these sons of schemers are about to do that. And that'll kill me, dude. That will kill me, dude. You can't... Mossy, stop! We can't hit it this early! Dude! No! Okay, I get it. It's 3. I get it. I understand. I'm going to paint this real quick. Okay, 1 German. Boom. My Krieg proxies. 2 German. Boom. Krieg proxies. This is my cavalry. This is my Krieg. Make sense? You're following? Perfect. This is one of my Cadians, my British Cadians. Make sense? Perfect. Random Frenchman. Another German. Frenchman. No one has a Frenchman. I don't have a Frenchman in the army. I was going to, and so this is an homage to that. He has a sword through him, okay? Got the Poxwalker, got the trench. Are you guys ready? Who's ready to paint the base, hopefully, in this freaking stream? We're gonna go for it, okay? And might have a sandwich in the middle of it. Who knows? So what I'm going to try to do, honestly, is I'm going to try to get to a main step where we have to wait for some stuff to dry. And then, you know, hopefully it works out to then I'll have to make the sandwich while we wait for it to dry. And if this is check stream, I'll check it in a bit, okay? I have to move and shake this stream, okay? I can't mess around now. We're going for it. Now the wet palette, as you might see, is a little Monty! Okay, it looks like we might hit the goal, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness gracious. Thank you, Mossy, for your kindness, dude. And are you gonna make me eat this early in the stream? I just throwing coins at you. Yeah, you really are. You really are. It's kind of funny. Now, first things to paint on the base. I have my bases down to a science, which should hopefully allow us to absolutely move and shake on this son of a gun. So without further ado, let's begin on the trench. First thing to do is to paint all of the wooden planks. That is the first step in the operation. And I have a certain technique I like to do for this. Let me grab the paints and showcase them. Let's see. We have that. We have this as well. We have the big three, as I like to call them. And then we will wrap it up with some stuff, okay? What's up? What's up, good sir? Good to see you. Okay. 3 paints. These will be the base for our wooden trench. English uniform, flat earth, and chocolate brown. Make sense? Great. The palette has no free space because I just take up as much space as I can. So what I'm going to do is kind of just aim for spots that look decent enough and just put some paint on there. And I'm going to put a bit of each paint on there. And then we're just going to absolutely move and shake on this whole operation. Who's ready for some fun? I'm excited for this. I love bases so much. I love them just as much, if not a little more, than painting the models themselves. Okay? And now, now. Also, I'm going to be trying to keep to this lower corner. There's nothing happening on this side here. That's because this footage will be utilized in the video. Now, I don't know if the chat will be in the video. I don't think the chat will be in the video now that I've actually thought about it for half a second. But I'm going to kind of concentrate here so I can try to crop myself out of there. We'll see how long that lasts, though, okay? So, without further ado, I simply just take a bit of paint, in this case the chocolate brown, and I'm just going over and I'm just going to coat a whole bunch of random planks, like so, until I have, a ton of chocolate brown ones before I move on to the next color. And, it's a little on the slow-going side. However, Dirt will be doing all kinds of stuff. Will there be a dead Frenchman? Of course there will be a dead Frenchman. He's right here. He's stabbed with a sword. The sword was an afterthought, but I thought it was interesting. All right. And there's also, I put a ton of stuff onto the base, like random pistols, a helmet, all kinds of stuff that maybe I should have waited until after. That PB&J better be so loaded with half a tub each. Dude, I'm almost out of peanut butter. It's going to be a jelly with a hair of peanut sandwich is what it's going to be, my friend. And that's just the situation, okay? Although, yeah, I have to, we got to roll with that, okay? And now we got ourselves wood. Slowly, but surely, okay? Shirley Temple, Sherlock Spiner. That's me. That was a self-reference. Oh, that reminds me. I will have to do some... I'll have to break the fourth wall for the YouTube video at some point. So, whoa! We achieved the goal! Holy... Wait. Okay, first off, thank you, Roxer P, and then the name fades off. I need to find that. How much? Also, what is DKK? I see 100 of it, so that's freaking incredible. But what does DKK go to? I'm not sure. Mossy, Can you translate that? Because what is that? How much US dollar is that? I mean, the thing is yellow. Yellow's cool, right? My goodness. Dear me, to say the least. Thank you very much. Also, okay, so, gonna be honest, I didn't think that would happen 15 minutes into the stream. So now I'm a bit shocked to be completely honest with you, okay? I don't know how to move on from here. So we've confirmed a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is going to be made this stream. Okay. And when are we going to do this? When does the sandwich happen? Does it happen? Do I do it a little later? Do I maybe give the stream some more time, or do I do it instantly? Oh my God, this is why we have polls. Hold on. Let me finish coding some of this chocolate brown shenanigan here, and then what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to set up a poll, and we're going to determine whether we're going to make the sandwich now or a little later in the stream. What is happening right now, dude? I I didn't think it would work. The community never ceases to surprise me. I think I will never go a day without being surprised at least a little bit by the stream happening here. This is some crazy stuff, you guys. My goodness. Now, I am going to finish coding all of the chocolate brown planks here, and there's not too many, and then I'll set up the poll real quick, okay? So, because I'm trying to, the sandwich, don't know how that's going to fit in. I haven't determined that whole thing yet, okay? But I now have to freaking make a sandwich. That is something that is happening now, which, I wasn't expecting to, have to come to grips with so early on in the stream, interestingly enough. Okay, that better be a fully Sammy, around $12, I think. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much. Sorry, my chat was lagging behind, but it is now picked up, and I just see a whole bunch of chats now, so I'm sorry. That's a little error on my equipment side, but geez. Okay. Wow, $15.50. That is very kind of you. Thank you very much. Jelly, then peanut? Maybe so. After you check the Discord, yeah, fair enough. Better make it a full Sammy. I'm gonna do whatever the heck I can to make it a sandwich worth... And it is going to be a full one, okay? You made the poll for me. You made it in the Discord. Well, I'm going to make one here live so all the viewers can look. Ain't we all on the creative spectrum here? You know what? I think you might just have a point, good sir. You might just have me there. Now, almost got enough chocolate brown all over the place to now begin the poll. Just stand by a little bit. We're almost done here. Now we're gonna... This will be... And I... Just to clarify, I'm eating this sandwich live, right? Am I eating it live, or do I just make it and then eat it while I paint... I don't know what I'm doing, dude. I didn't think this would happen. It's in streaming chat. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, I'm gonna call that good as far as the chocolate brown... No, I'm not. Hold on, I'm gonna add a little something there. There we go. Okay, let me make this poll, because my goodness gracious, to say the least. This is unprecedented, you guys. This is unprecedented territory. Hold on, how do I make a poll? Don't worry, I'll figure it out. I'm a bit of a... I stream, okay? Hold on, engage with the audience. Sounds like a plan. Start a poll. Okay, here we go. Nope, let me type, for the love of type. Okay, sandwich, okay? And we have now, and we have later. Start the poll. The poll is up, hopefully. Hopefully it's up. I will give that 5 minutes for everyone to weigh in on that, and then we will see what on God's green earth the verdict is. Fair enough? Wonderful. Okay, yes, hold on. No, I don't want... They're trying to make me vote on my own poll. I'm not voting on my own poll. That will tip the scales. It's obscuring the chat, though, for the love of chat. Get out of here. It's not going to get out of here. Hold on, I'm going to have to move something around. Just do a little little bit of that. On God, this sandwich must have half a tub of both. Okay, that will be 10 super chats. Okay, for now, the fact that a sandwich is happening is unprecedented work, dude. Now, I'm gonna give that a little time to kind of happen. Okay, and the chat wants me to vote. I'm gonna vote later. That's what I'm gonna vote. Okay, they want me to sign into chat. Yeah, dude. Okay, pass. For the love. Hold on. Nobody panic. I got the whole thing under control. Look at me. I got this. Okay, we're happening. We're happening. It's all fine. Where is chat? It's under docs. Shh. Pro here. Don't mind me. Hold on. Chat. Boom. Wonderful. Oh my God, it wants me close poll. Thank you. I can do that. Okay. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Check streaming chat. Okay, we got it. We're doing, there's a lot of stuff happening. Also, I see it, Macedonian boy. Looks good. None of my guys will be that. None of my army is particularly painted that way, but I do see you. I see what you're saying, good sir. I see what you're saying. Okay, next color. While I still wait for this poll to go, I'm going to be applying whatever the heck I have on the palette next that I can find. That is English uniform, ladies and gentlemen. English uniform is what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to try to start being a little more on the tidy side as we go to apply this, because although a lot of this will be dirtied up, we still want a little bit of resemblance through all of our planks. Make sense? Great. And we will see what happens. And honestly, what we'll do... Okay, we're looking good, and we're just applying everything random. Everything in a random fashion. The link to Discord. The Discord is accessed via being a YouTube member or a Patreon supporter. I did just get a Patreon up, and Macedonian boy here was actually basically the kind of the catalyst, kind of our guinea pig to see if the whole thing worked. So, for a price of $5 US, I'm not sure what that translates to into DKK currency, but you pay the fee, you link your Discord to Patreon, and then it kind of just automatically moves you in, which I am very impressed with. And yeah, so it's up to you whether or not you want to do that, although you've already donated $15 US, which is incredible, which I really appreciate you. But yeah, if anyone's wondering how to do that, we have a whole Patreon and member community going on, and it is very fun stuff. And now there's some planks that this dude is just actively laying on, which is going to be rather interesting to kind of work around. But I'm going to do my best and see what we can't achieve real quick. And now that is looking fine. All right, so we'll roll with it. And I'm going to hit a little on the outside here. And what's fun is we can always go over some of these planks with some of the other colors we use if we feel like, you know, we did too much of these two colors and we need to, you know, change it up a little bit. There's always that option to do. But right now, everything I think is looking A-okay and nice and fine. Just feel like the stream has more watchers than normal. Make the dang sandwich. Okay, hold on. We got a minute left on the poll. I'll take a look. We'll see what the people say. And if I'm making the sandwich live, this is going to be the funniest. This is going to be the craziest stuff I've done on a stream yet. Even crazier than the frickin' Istvan 14th massacre, dude. It's going to be interesting to say the least, okay? I'm going to try to get the rest of the colors kind of on here. We've still got a minute left, so I'm going to see what I can't do here. I am trying to be cognizant of time so we can move at a nice pace as we go about the whole rest of the operation here. And I believe that we're almost done with this whole English uniform color here, all right? We're doing fine. We're doing swell even, okay? But I still got time. So hold on. We're going. We're doing fine. We're doing just fine, I say. Now, let's see. Also, this is the fastest I've ever been painting some of these bases, dude. It's kind of incredible, okay? Boom, we hit it. Now, it is time to bring the camera to the kitchen. I'm bringing the kitchen to the hobby desk, okay? I'm just going to grab a couple jars of whatever I have on hand. I got 2 slices of bread just outside of the workshop, and we're going to see what happens. And I'm gonna build it right here live, okay? And then I guess I'm gonna eat it or something. Let's check the poll, ladies and gentlemen. Survey says, Jesus Christ, 8 votes. It is 100% vote for now. Okay, this is happening right now. Wow. Okay. Oh my God. It's okay. Here we go. This is gonna be an interesting bit of information here. Can you film this for your release the sandwich? I guess so. Okay, everyone, real quick, I'm gonna deke out of here and get the supplies. And I will be back in hopefully under a minute. In the meantime, I'm gonna offer you up to a very special guest to the stream. Let me introduce you to him real quick before I skedaddle. And ask him as many questions as you want. He will answer all of them. Ask him about his controversies. You're about to bear witness to the one and the only. Hold on. Let me grab this son of a gun. You know him. You know him. You love him. It is Joe Cardboard, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Joe Cardboard. Okay, Joe Cardboard's about to stream. I'm gonna go get sandwich supplies because this is the current situation. This is the current status of my life. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Wonderful. It looks like that says Jew. It does not say Jew. I'm gonna put that up there. Okay, I'll be back in under a minute. Bye. I don't know what's going on anymore, dude. This is crazy work. I'm back. Okay? This is some of the most outrageous. Okay, thank you, Joe. Did everyone get to know Joe Cardboard? Joe Cardboard. Hey, another round of applause for Joe Cardboard. He made the trip out here. I mean, this dude has seen some stuff over the course of. I've shot him. I shot Joe Cardboard. Okay, and he stayed with me even through that. He's a true friend, a true patriot, a true man of the people. So give it up one more time for Joe Cardboard. Now let's make a sandwich, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Did you get those bullet wounds during Nam? Well, spoiler. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Everyone lock in! I forgot a plate. I do not need a plate. I will eat off the desk. Who cares? Okay? Just kidding. I have paper towels on hand. I'm just going to use that. Okay, let me get you up to snuff. Shut up. We're good. Eat off the Titan? No, that dude's dirty. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I have a Ziploc bag here with the bread. Now, I did cut this off of a loaf. Okay? Some homemade sourdough loaf. Oh my god. Okay. Actually, wait. I'm gonna use the bag as my eating utensil, okay? Let's see what's happening. Some beautiful homemade sourdough bread. Okay, not by me. Okay, by a family member. Okay, that's about the size of my hand. Hopefully, that's a decent size. Do we agree? Is that acceptable? Is that good? Is that awesome? I got some frickin' from the cult of Trader Joe's itself. I have some leftover peanut butter. Now I eat a fair. We're gonna see what we can't do with this. Okay, we're gonna see what happens here. Okay, so we got peanut butter. This is creamy. I traditionally do chunky, but this is creamy. This is all I had on hand, okay? And we have raspberry jam. First thing that I found in the fridge, so this is the first thing that I bought, again, from Trader Joe's, because I'm a goddamn Gen Z frickin' cult member of Trader Joe's. Was F, it's not loaded? What? What happened? Does look like good bread, to be fair. It is actually extremely good bread, okay? The fact that I'm able to eat off this bread is going to be incredible, okay? I brought a utensil. I have a knife, okay? The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm making a peanut butter jelly sandwich on YouTube because I got paid to do that. What? Okay, let's see what we can. If this isn't enough peanut butter, I might go hunting to see if I have more, but we're going to ultimately see what the heck we get here, okay? I'm going to try to salvage as much as possible, and I'm going to try to move and shake because I am still trying to get the base. That's a decent glop. That's more than I thought, okay? And I'm going to apply that. I apply that onto the bread where there's more holes because not enough? Dude, trust me, it'll be fine, dude. Have faith. Have faith in the sandwich, dude. Now I haven't made any of these on stream, and so it's taken me a second to kind of figure the whole operation out. There's peanut butter on my desk now, dude. This is okay. This is looking. We're gonna try to scrape some more out. We're gonna try to move and shake. We kind of almost got all of it. My goodness. I know that if the other thing is, let me try to offer up some reason. Now, yes, I'm offering up reason while I unreasonably build a sandwich together live on YouTube for views and money, okay? But if I was going to try to be reasonable, I would say, if there's too much peanut butter, I won't be able to speak. Because my mouth would be all this or that, okay? So, fair. I hope that's fair, right? Okay? Now, we actually kind of used up the rest of the jar, so thank you, because this was about to go bad, I think. What the heck is the expiration date on this sucker? Oh, I just realized I don't care. All right. Peanut butter. Boom. It's there. You're happy. That's my final say. Yes, it was not. I was supposed to do the peanut. Okay. Well, thank goodness I brought a spare knife so I don't contaminate the other jam in case anyone has it. Boom. And then we can put the knife away inside the bag instead. More Mossy. That's all I have, my brother in Christ. More PB. There it is. It's all gone, dude. We ate all of it, okay? This is now going to be what I rinse off my brush in. More? You want more? Okay. If we get the chat goal to 10, how about that? Okay, next up is jam, jelly. What the hell? What is this? What does it call itself? Raspberry preserves. Oh my god, it doesn't even call itself jam or jelly. It just says preserves. I hate Trader Joe's. Okay. Now, how about we'll get 10? Yeah. There you go. Boom. Okay, now we can get all this out and kind of spread that all around and be all nice, fine, and frickin' dandy there. And I'm wondering how the heck we got into this situation at all. But you know what? I get to eat. I haven't eaten a lot. So, this is perfect. So you're feeding me. You're keeping me fed. This feels like it feels, I don't know. I've never done this before, so it's weird. Okay, there we go. There's the sandwich, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Boom. I'm doing this. Okay. Hey, we hit the chat goal, and I'm a man of my word. Ladies and gentlemen, here. There we go. And then we can put this away underneath the Ziploc bag. How useful is that? Boom. And then we can seal that. Okay. Now, let's put this together. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich made here live on YouTube. There it is. Are you happy? Did we do it? Are we feeling successful? On a real note, thank you for donating. Thank you for the super chats. I was not expecting this to happen in the first 15 minutes of the stream. But just like that, we have made a sandwich, and I don't know. Salut, I suppose. Salut, okay? Here goes nothing, I guess. Sure, cock? Sure. Oh. Yes, I should probably close the poll. My God. Good save. It's good. I don't know what I'm supposed to we have 10 votes on here. Okay, yeah, I can. Everyone said now. Great. There's 12 viewers. I hold on. We're getting. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions while I eat? PB&J, no PB. I could barely chew that. There was so much peanut butter, dude. The peanut butter did get to me. Okay, let me defend my case there. How does it feel to be fed by strangers on the internet, dude? Gonna be honest, it's kind of tasty, you know. It's fun. Okay. Next bite. Am I gonna eat this entire thing on stream? Or can I put it to the side at some point? I'll ask you guys. Am I eating the whole thing right here, right now? There we go. Eat it all fine. Let me construct something real quick, okay? Let me construct something. Let me go to the painting. So we can actively see that. Now, let me see if there's a way for me to just absolutely make myself huge. Hold on. I'm doing shenanigans, dude. I'm doing shenanigans live. Okay, so I would need to move a little more here. There we go. Okay, so now I'm here. I'm here. You can see me. You can see me now, okay? And then if I move the sandwich here, there we go. Eat it all. Okay. Sherlock, if you would... What was my first faction / legion? It was the Astra Militarum, the Cadians. I got the Cadia Stands box. With the... At the start or the end of 9th edition. That's what I started with. And I've been an Astra Militarum fanboy ever since. Next bite. Okay, hold on. I should actually go to the stream settings. I feel like an absolute chud. Let me change the title to Eating a Sandwich. Okay, there we go. Save. Okay, it's fine. Now, back to the chat. What are people asking? Hold on. This is fun. Bro was painting sandwiches. I know, I don't mean to clickbait. The goal of this stream was if I hit 5 super chats, I would make a peanut butter jelly sandwich live, and I was, bamboozled and bombarded with super chats, and we hit the goal in 15 minutes, and now we're here. Because the community never ceases to amaze me. Was this the bite of 87? It very well might have been. Okay, sorry. Would you consider kit bashing a Centaur half-track into a logistics truck? That might be fun. But I just want the Centaur half-track. I just want that. That's all I ever wanted. I was going to make something similar to a Centaur half-track with a Chimera, and then they just made the Centaur half-track, so I think it's perfect, so I'm just going to roll with that. Did I peanut butter both sides? No, I did peanut butter on one side, jelly on the other side. I mean, kind of supply vehicles for delivering food and weapons and even people. Oh, like adding stowage and stuff? I might, but I kind of like the idea of 3D printing some bodies and just make them dedicated troop carriers. You're going to be getting some Dark Angels and maybe Tyranids as a belated B-Day gift soon. Very cool, and happy belated birthday. No, is one supposed to peanut butter the same side? This is the best stream I've seen so far. I'm glad you... Cheers. Cheers. See, Nista, you're gonna make me choke. A Frank Honey kit bash might be fun to do at some point. I want a soundbite. I gotta get basement time as a soundbite because that would be perfect. That would be perfect stuff. If anyone, also I'm doing questions now. I hope everyone's happy with the peanut butter jelly sandwich. We're almost halfway through it. If you have any questions, ask away. I am gonna be here. See Nisty making Sherlock choke on nut butter. Well, I suppose those memes were inevitable. Oh well. Are the French redeemed due to Asterix and Obelix? You were, and then you made the nut butter joke. Speaking of nut butter. All right. Yummy. Ever griddle a PB&J? I have not griddled a peanut butter jelly sandwich. However, I've toasted it, and then I've done peanut butter and honey toasted, and that's pretty good. You started printing a Titan today. You got 80% of the legs done. Damn, it's bigger than I expected. It's a chunky boy, to say the least. Sherlock chicken cooking stream when? I don't know if a cooking stream will ever happen. The fact that I made a sandwich is kind of impressive in of itself, in my opinion. Cheers. Looking to the 14th chat? Okay. Sure. Okay, sorry. Honey is money in a PB&J. Ball knower, for sure. Ah, yes, okay. I've checked the 14th chat. It's funny, I muted it. I was like, why am I not getting notifications? I forgot I muted it a month ago, so I wouldn't spoil it. But that is kind of funny. I do see what you're saying. And it looks like you are... Okay, so you're gearing up for... Oh my god, what is next month? September? Is it September now? I don't know. Also, my mouse isn't working, so I can't see. Fair enough. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's September. Good lord. Interesting. Show my regiment to the world. Maybe so, maybe. Hold on. Cheers. A Fluffernutter sandwich. I have not. There's an interesting I don't know what a Fluffernutter is. Kind of spooks me. I'm spooked, to say the least. There's our sandwich, by the way. I'm gonna try to eat this thing a little quicker now so I can get back to painting. I didn't think this would happen, dude. And marshmallow cream sandwich? What? That does sound really good, dude. My goodness. That was a big bite. How much to donate for another sandwich? That's a great idea. Let me do that right now. Okay, but this time it's 10. I don't trust you guys. I was considering 5 because you've already done 5. I'm going to do 10 because I don't know if I could eat another one of these. I just don't eat a lot. But the goal should be up now. It's up. So yeah, if we hit 10 more, which I don't think will happen, and I'm making sure it doesn't happen because I can only stuff one of these down, dude. If I'm forced to make another... If you get it to 10, I will double up the... I will just make it a double peanut butter sandwich. If you want, okay? Okay? So if we hit it, I will go out. I will find a fresh thing of peanut butter, and I will mix it up. I'll freaking mix the oil with the freaking peanuts, and I will freaking go, and I'll do a massive sandwich, okay, if we hit that. Fair? Fair. But until then, I think this is fine. I think we can be very content for the stream. And that's my final word. He gave 15 bucks? Yes, he did. Yes, he did, except I got the final say, and so I'm going to do that. Boom. It is quite a lot. That is fair. However, I need the goal to be possibly within reach, possibly without reach. Okay? 5, if I could, I would set it to 7. But I can't. And I feel like you guys would hit 5 again because you guys are you. And that's a compliment. And I'm scared to eat another sandwich, okay? I'm scared. Okay? Got milk. Are you asking me if I got milk? I do. I do. I don't have any on me, but peanut butter jelly sandwiches and milk was my thing. Back when I first got into the hobby, the scale modeling hobby, I would watch Luke Cowan videos every day at like 11 o'clock exactly. At 11 o'clock exactly, I would make a peanut butter jelly sandwich, pour me a glass of milk, and I would watch Luke Cowan videos. We would make scale models and stuff like that. Peak stuff. Peak stuff. Cheers. Is 15 a lot? Inflation that? 15 is, I mean, it's decent. Get you a couple gallons of gas. It's not terrible. You know? It doesn't have milk on him. I do. Well, not in here. Nah. Well, what I have on hand, okay? I'm part of the Trader Joe's cult forcefully. I'm forced to be part of the Trader Joe's cult, okay? I'm not forced to be part of the Costco brand, okay? So this is that. It's a lot for a PBJ sandwich. Yes, it is. It very much is. Hopefully we can paint instead then. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Perfect. 15 doesn't even give you 1 gallon. Ah. I'm sorry to hear that. So, how's your weekend? Everyone weekend's good? We feeling good? Do any hobbying? Do anything fun? Maybe? Yes, no, maybe so? Show them show them on stream. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, I'll do that. Hold on. Sorry about that. Pussy. Sorry, I just spat over my that guy was painted in the weekend. Okay, let me showcase some of what the community's doing. They're wanting me to show some stuff. Potato bread? Maybe so. I just got dominated. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at what's going on. First, let me go back here and let me try to reset everything. I think I'm reset. Let me go here. Okay, this is Macedonian Boys Regiment. What are they called? I probably should have asked that. Also, those look like super glue fingers, good sir. I don't mean to out you, but, you know, I feel you. Okay? R.I.P. This guy looks cool. I like the red and brown. Or red and black. Very neat. Very neat. Let them vote whether it's good or not. I won't do that. And then we have Mossy in here calling me a coward. Just with translation. And he shows an absolutely peanut buttered sandwich. Dude, you didn't throw away that bit of jam, did you? The 18th Urban Warfare Corpse is what's happening right here. That's John Battlefield right there. Oh my god, it is. It is. I earned this support skin for the frickin' Amtac or whatever the heck the terrorist group was. The terrorist group had much better characters. Has much better characters. Okay, there's Mossy. Okay, we're doing a sandwich off. A peanut butter off. I don't know. Whatever. Sure, you are cowardly. Dominated. I've been owned, okay? I have been owned. And I'm almost done with the sandwich. I'm going to try to get this done now, okay? Let's do it. Let's finish it. Live. Live. Also, yes, hi, Shiba. So, yeah, the reason I'm not playing Peak is because I'm eating a sandwich for money. Delicious. Good shit, so you gotta have an exchange student. Real. You know, everywhere you go, there you are, I suppose. The 18th are canon to the Trenchborn? No, but you know what is canon to the Trenchborn? Cute Curran-chan. That's an actual tank I have. Cute Curran-chan. That's canon. Jesus! Masa, you're lying. Masa, you're lying. This dude's claiming to have just finished that thing. No way. Wait. 247. You're telling me in 3 minutes you ate all that? No, you didn't. You did, didn't you? You actually just did that. Valid. Okay, so, you know, like I say, the community never ceases to surprise me. I will, this, how does one go back to civilian life after stuff like this? Cheers, okay? How fun. Yummy. You told me you can't eat a sandwich in 3 minutes? Dude, I am the slowest eater in the history of the world. That's just how I'm made. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. My bad. Okay. So, yeah, I'm a bit of a slow eater. Also, I've never done this in stream before, dude. There's a lot of pressure. Bon appetit. Eats like a horse, chews a lot. Earthworm Jim is actively spying on my life, I swear to God. He keeps hitting the nails on the head with this shit. And it's crazy. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Trying to eat it. Stand by. It's yummy. It's good. Okay. Sorry. Went and saw the guy that got me into the hobby and got Lion, a Blade Guard veteran, and an Assault Intercessor primed to be painted. Wow, primed to be painted. And last night I built a bunch of Tyranids and Dark Angels, the goats. Dude, sounds like you are frickin' moving and shaking, and I salute you, sir. Hey, salut, I say. That's impressive stuff. All right. One more bite. My goodness. Also, you guys got me, okay? You got me, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I just disabled the goal. I just started another goal, okay? I brought it down to 5 like the people wanted, okay? If you hit that 5 again, I am going to make and I'm going to eat another sandwich, okay? And if you do that, I don't know if I'll be able to forgive you, okay? But you asked, you received, okay? Boom. And we're going to see what happens there, okay? But I'm going to try to paint. So let's eat this, and let's get back to painting the base, which was originally going to be done this stream, okay? You haven't built a mini for 23 years until today? That is crazy, dude. That is awesome that you're getting back into it. I hope it was just as magical as the first time. Just as magical as freaking 23 years ago, good sir. Perfect timing to build a Titan? Exactly right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I now have some peanut butter and some jelly on my desk. I have jelly and jam or whatever on my mouse. Oh, I just changed the... Yep. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Mossy, for the love of God, dude. Thank you. But hey, let's give me some time to paint the base, dude. Hold on. Slops up. You gotta. Okay. No, we're here. Okay. Challenge accepted. As women said back during that trend. Okay? Challenge accepted. Try me. Watch this. I'll do it. But until then, let me go real quick. And the concurrent, viewership is up. That is an interesting, that's the internet. That's why I love the internet. Because random stuff like that will do stuff. Will do numbers. Okay, back to painting Mortarian's base, okay? Painting Mortarian's base. And I'm going to do 3 exclamation points because I'm so excited. I already burped. I'm very excited. Also, I don't know if anyone's remembered me yapping about how I'm not getting paid, how the payment hasn't gone through. Turns out I forgot to submit a form. So it's my fault I haven't been paid. I just want to throw that out there. We can sweep it under the rug. Pretend I never said that. We can all move on. Nobody needs to dogpile on me. Now let's get back to painting, shall we? But yeah, it's because I forgot to submit something, which is why I haven't been paid. So Helldivers time? We'll see. Now that it's going to get clipped and used over and over again. No, the community's kind. They would never do such a thing. Isn't that right, everybody? Yeah. I hear a bunch of yes men in the chat. This is perfect. Bro really doesn't want to play Helldivers any excuse. Perhaps someday, dude. I'm figuring it out slowly but surely. Now, okay. We need the third color of plank on this guy, okay? And to do that, cough 14th. Yeah, okay. You know, true. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow I will guide you in peak. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I still got plenty of work to do on Mortarion here, okay? However, also another thing I didn't put this in the goal. If we hit the goal, I will showcase Mortarion as well. Because he's basically done. There might be a handful of things I have to do, like extra blood spatters, but Mortarion's done, and he is, I mean, you may have seen him already. He's right there underneath the Warlord Titan. But if you want an up-close and personal look with Mortarion, hit that goal. There, now that I've gotten my shilling out of the way, let's do the shenanigans. Do you still have the Warlord files? If so, can you send them to me? I'm unable to send them just because it can cause some iffy shenanigans with the main company, but if you kind of follow the general guide in my build video, then you should be able to find them just with a little vigilance and a little patience, because the file, it's a war over the files as far as keeping them up and down. But I appreciate the thought. But hopefully that gets you a little insight to how that whole operation can work. Now, I do have other various details on the trench here. Like, this is just like a random trinket sort of thing that I have on the side here. You can kind of, like, paint that a little bit to sort of see some color happening there. But that is sort of... I wanted to personalize the trench. As much as I like the plain wooden look, I wanted to add a little personality to make it look like it was lived in. So on the corner, like right here, I put like a little, I guess this is like a blessing emblem, frickin' purity seal or something similar to that on there, sort of just to give the whole thing an era of or an aura of, you know, a lived-in trench. I put a bunch of other random stuff around here, and it's all good. And delete your chat message if you don't want it up for posterity. What'd you do? What happened? What? Oh. No, Earthworm Jim, you're fine. That's perfect. That's totally fine. That's A-okay. But I appreciate you doing that, by the way. Thank you. Should you paint? I would always say yes. I asked a very similar question. I was told to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich. So, honestly, to each their own, as I say. But, you know, never a bad idea to paint. That's kind of partly why I do these streams, because a lot of the stuff I do is just random side quest projects that I have to paint, and it really helps me burn through my pile of shame at a much faster rate. Sherlock, should I breathe? Okay, I'm glad that I've, you know, inspired such authority over people. Wow, that's interesting. Yes. Breathe. For the love of breath. Okay. But if you take a breath in the woods, you could call that a breath. You're taking a breath of the wild. Was that funny? Was that good? Anywho, I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on nice and swiftly. Like, now, you can kind of see at the bottom of this this little trench piece happening here, a lot of white planks still. And so you know what I can do? Because we have all the woods on the palette, I can simply grab a different color anytime I want. Anytime I want. And I can take some extra colors and begin coloring all that in. And I think I want to take some chocolate brown, which I've used as the very first paint, and I'm going to apply that in some random areas around here. Going fairly carefully, Usually on my bases I actually paint all the figures separately. I didn't do that in this case, so this is an interesting bit of information here, you know what I mean? But I'm going to see about it. If the Poxwalker's too much of an absolute frickin' hassle, I am most definitely going to just snap him off and then put him back on later. I have no qualms with that. This message has been removed. I feel like you're typing that in, Mossy, unless you're like blatantly saying slurs or whatever. Although you've said it a fair amount of times. Now I'm scared. I didn't shadow ban you, but I am curious. Why won't it let me say that? Ah, interesting. Did I do a chat filter at some point? I think I did, and I sorted out the word femboy because I thought it would be funny for when you tried to say it. Now, I don't know if that's what you're trying to say or what, but everywhere you go, there you are, I suppose. And now I'm going to take a little more of... Let's see. Okay, I haven't used any of this flat earth for the... Do you know you can type addresses in chat? Oh, that's why it won't let you say it. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That's a bit of a mood killer. Frickin' YouTube trying to censor addresses. And I mean, whose address was it? It was probably like some random pizza store in Upper Manhattan, right? Something like that. Pizza store, pizza restaurant. My goodness gracious. Okay. Also, we're almost done with the wood here. We just got kind of a handful left to do, and then we'll be a-okay on that entire front. You have to go early again because I need to apply to uni early tomorrow, then gym. Fair enough, Cnisty, and I will, if I can ask you why you're here before you disappear forever and I never see you again, would a streaming time be better if it was later or if it was earlier for you, Cnisty? What would be better? Because I don't know if I'm able to stream later, but I might be able to stream earlier in my day. And so I'm wondering if that might help out a little bit. That way I can just so I can have a bit of a reference. If earlier would be early, fair enough. Then you know what? I think I might be able to swing a couple of those during the month. So thank you for an early. Awesome. Well, thank you for your input, gentlemen. This is why we pay you the big bucks, isn't that right? Thank you for helping you're kind of making the streams the best they can be. Stream goes from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Then yes, early. Because I've done a handful of early streams, right? And those you're saying those worked out pretty decently, correct? And if that's the case, then yeah, very much so doable. I'll be able to swing that in. So thank you. Thank you again for letting me know. Baguette Maker has been created. Guys, I don't know who this stranger is. I have no idea. Who's Baguette Maker, dude? This isn't a troll. I'm being dead serious, I say. I have no idea who this dude is. Trust me. Also, we're almost... This is... My goodness gracious, this is a tedious... This is tedious, doing the wood in this fashion. Worth it, though! But yeah, maybe next time... There probably won't be a next time I'm painting a Mortarion. But... I think the thing to do is to make the base, paint all the details separate. Except for maybe bodies that are in the mud. Those will be blended in, and those will all look just fine and dandy, right? But, yeah, we're learning, because kind of painting around all this is a bit sketchy. It will be blended in, ultimately, with dirt. Why can't I call you slurs? Damn it. I don't know. I never censored slurs. I just censored the one word. Now, let me go on and... I'm going to try to finish painting this because then I can stain it all. And it will all be good, okay? Now that's looking nice and dandy. Maybe a little more on the... No, JK, I made that myself. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Couple more white planks, and then we'll be able to stain this whole frickin' shebang here. Now, I'm starting to think... let me roleplay as a YouTube Shorts comment section. Are you trying to, is this a live rage bait? The YouTube. Although, you know what I've been seeing lately? Sherlock, does the regime know best? I don't know regime, but I know Hashim, who was supposed to help me with my appeal form, and he does not know best. He doesn't even speak my language. He just uses Google Translate. Not that I'm, racist. Ooh, a smoke. Someone said this message has been removed. Okay. Well, yeah. Shiba Bun, that is spread to the big gram as well. The instant gram, dude. And it pains me to see it on a daily basis. I say, Instagram, you were the comment section that would just say stuff because nothing was censored on there. And now they're YouTube Shorts. They've turned into YouTube Shorts. And I said, what the heck happened, dude? It's crazy. Hashim is a clanker? Dude, you're telling me, right? You're telling me. But you know what? Hashim is doing his part. He's part of the machine. The big GW machine. He's just doing his best. I guess. I suppose. So I can't be too harsh on him. Gotta give him a little credit. He's just doing his job. Sherlock, Lee, know you're a... This message has been removed. Slow reverb. Okay, that's kind of funny. That's kind of slow and reverb. That tickled my funny bone. You're a... Oh, Mossy, I get it. Mossy, I get it. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. I'm getting there. While you've a Lucifer to light your fag. Smile, boys, that's the style. Boom. Boom. That was very creative, Mossy. I appreciate that. And you know what? I will take that insult on the cheek, good sir. You're very clever, okay? This is why we pay him the big bucks. All right, now... I'm going to have to try to weave my way underneath the body here. Got to try to be respectful, he's got a message. Whether it's a note or whatever, who the heck knows, dude. Can we send you a letter for the 14th when we have your address? I don't know. Do I really need to make a P.O. box this early in the career? Really? Really? This is wild stuff. I owe you $322.03. That is eerily similar to a bank statement I just received yesterday, my friend. So what the heck are you talking about, and where did you find this information, dude? Please do. I would send you things. I'm worried about what people would send. That's why I refrain from doing it. Also, I'm almost done with the planks here. With the plankers. Huh? Plankers? Eh. We can just send stuff to your home. Yeah, no. Because I'd get Unibombed. I would get Unibombed so quickly, dude. And I wouldn't even see it coming. I would know it's coming. I just wouldn't see it coming. All right. We have a little left to do on this whole operation here. We're almost through it. Sure, like, you know what a bad dragon is? Yes, I do. Only because they sponsored Meat Canyon a while ago. So I unfortunately know what that is. But, everywhere you go, there you are, I suppose. Also, I think we might be at a spot where I can call us done with this plank business. Although, actually, I do like to do the posts. The posts I like to do flat Earth as well, so I will do that as well. When will you start co-streaming on Twitch? I'm not sure. Twitch scares me, to be completely frank with you. They trade in bits or some frickin' random currency or whatever the heck that is, and I don't know what that is, and it scares me. So I run from it. I flee from it even. So everywhere you go, there you are. Let's see, there's a little more to do here. I'm going to take some English uniform is what I'm going to end up using. Ladies and gentlemen. Here. And bada bing. And bada boom. I know, great commentary, but there's only so many times I can say, and now I'm painting this plank this color. Riveting. I know. The bomb. Maybe. Maybe so. I will order you a trench coat. Fair. I appreciate it. That's kind of, yeah. Still no. Still no. You drive a hard bargain, though. All right, now this whole freaking guy, the planks are planked for the love of plank. Looking good so far, right? Remember, I was expecting to have this base done by the end of the stream. I no longer think that is going to happen just because of this is a lot more tedious than I originally thought. My bad. Oh, there's still stuff to do here. Hold on. We still have a plank underneath here. There's that. And there's that. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Bundeswehr or whatever. Right? Perfect. Okay, now I can do the posts, and I like to do the posts with... Oh, nope, there's a whole nother freaking plank here. Hold on, I will do this the kind of lighter... whatchamacallit here. English uniform is the color I'm looking for, and I found it. Boom, bada bing. Alright, that looks pretty... That's looking good. What? Adding a Grognard infantry unit to my army? No, I would not. And here's why. Because I already have. I almost purchased the Grognard kit when I was started to create some... In 9th edition, I had a plan, okay? I had a plan to have... Because at the time, there were four infantry types, ladies and gentlemen. 4 of them back in 9th edition. Back when I was first playing. Years ago now, okay? And so I had the perfect idea, okay? I wanted infantry of each one of those in-game units. Cool, right? No problem there. There's a problem, okay? But I had a plan. Let me tell you the plan, okay? So I have British Cadians, I have Russian Katachans, and I have German Krieg, okay? But you can include infantry squads in your army. And so I went, oh, perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a 4th infantry unit to be a stand-in for the infantry squads, and that is going to be my French. And I played around with making them Grognards, okay? I purchased Grognard arms, and I eventually settled... I think what I would have done... I think I was eventually going to just purchase a Grognard's kit, okay? And then you want to know what happened? 10th edition came out, okay? And something bad happened at 10th edition. You want to know what bad thing happened at 10th edition? They removed infantry squads off the face of the planet. Gone. I thought I was devastated when they put the Malkador into Legends. No. No. I was a little more devastated because they removed infantry squads. My idea to have the Triple Entente in Warhammer failed. And I was devastated. Devastated, I say. Maybe as Attillans or Death Riders. Unfortunately, I have schemes for each of those as well. I have basically Battlefield 1 German Cavalry as the Death Riders. And I just have, I just put British heads and made British Cavaliers on the Rough Riders. There might not be any Napoleonics, unfortunately, in my particular army. But we can still hope, right? We can still hope. Also, I keep finding planks that are just springing up out of nowhere, so my apologies. I'm trying to get this dang thing, this thing planked, dude. Come on. There we go. Just hit that. A couple unifying washes, and this thing will be A-okay, and we won't have to worry about it, all right? We're almost there. Stay patient. Stay vigilant. We're doing it. We're doing good. You're doing great, viewers. Spectacular, even. All right, now that's good. You have an idea. Do I prefer pink or blue? Blue. Unrelated, cats or dogs? Dogs all the way. Owned. Probably. Had dogs. Had a cat. Ish. The cat wasn't us. Wasn't ours. The cat was it was the neighbor's cat. But the neighbor's cat hated them because the 2-year-olds kept torturing the cat, as 2-year-olds will do. And so the cat literally just escaped and then came to live with us, which was kind of funny. Funny stuff. 420th Manhattan Man, thank you for the $2 donation. PB&J time. In 3 more goals, that's what's gonna happen. Also, the goal says it's going to end in 1 hour, 38 minutes. It's going to end in 45 minutes. I don't have too much extra time. Although I might, actually. We'll see what happens. We'll see. The peanut butter and jelly would warrant extra time on the stream. If I hit that, that's gonna be nuts. Okay. Now, finally, I can do these posts real quick. So let's do some posts. Ready? Boom. Boom. Post. Post being done. What peak is this, dude? What peak is this? The posts are being posted, okay? We're posting. Am I going to make another PB&J this stream? If I hit the chat goal, that was the deal I made. And that I would load up the peanut butter on it because Mossy called me a coward. Even though I just ran out of peanut butter. I think I might have an extra. The thing is, I don't know if I have an extra in the chamber ready to go. So we might all be very devastated. And I might legally be a scammer. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think there's extra though. I think there's some extra somewhere hidden in the household. I would just have to disappear again. We'd have to talk to Joe Cardboard again, which I don't know how what everyone thought of Joe Cardboard. But you know, everywhere you go, everywhere you Joe, there you cardboard, right? I think so. I think that's more than fair. Also, oh my God, no, he's not German. This guy's Russian. Hand make the peanut butter or you are a fraud. Fair. Can I check? Please check. Check what? What am I checking, good sir? Oh, please check for the extra peanut butter. I thought you were saying check in the chat. My bad. No, I think I have extra. Son of a. Oh my. I dropped the brush. Hold on. I didn't get paint on my floor, did I? I got paint on my floor. No, we're good. Russian was German for a short time. I will never believe that, even though you're probably saying that because it's true. But I will not. I will not fact check the whole thing. Maybe proxy the Napoleonic guys as scions. I also already have an idea for the scions. They're going to be, when I do scions, they're going to be American World War I soldiers. It's all World War I related. And I'm going to, which is basically, it's just going to be the British, except painted slightly greener. Oh, boom. And, you know, rattling, wait, huh? Is the peanut butter under the desk? No, my paintbrush was because I dropped it. Now, let's see here. We're almost done with this whole freaking coding thing. I thought this would happen, you know. Well, if you check and confirm, I'll just donate 3 times. Okay. 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 Well, hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do live here, ladies and gentlemen? For the first time in Sherlock Spiner history? Something that's never happened. Something unprecedented. Okay? Dang, it's late. Bye. Oh, yeah, sorry, Sinista. Yeah. But yeah, expect some earlier streams at some point. I might be able to do that. I'll see what I can't do for you, sir. Thank you for the input. What I'm going to do right now, okay? I'm going to do some shenanigans, okay? I'm going to message a messenger, a worker of the ranch, okay? And I'm gonna say, check. Do we have peanut butter? Is what I'm gonna ask this Latino worker that we have. I think he'll understand PB and J. Okay, live. This is happening live. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna call the mother effer. I'm gonna call him and see what. Leave the Discord up so we can entertain the masses. No. So you live in the ranch? No. No, I am the ranch. Actually, oh my God, he's dead. Okay, sorry, I can't. Son of a gun. I'm gonna check it. I can say with effect, though, now that I remember, we do have extra stuff. Peanut butter, okay? But I'm gonna go check for you. Okay? I'm doing that right now. Oh my God. Okay. I just realized if we hit the goal again, I'm gonna have to hand slice the bread. I'm gonna have to take the bread out here and slice it live. Are we doing that? Who knows? Let me introduce you once again to the one and the only, okay? A bit of a staple of the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Does he even need an introduction? Also, where the hell? Okay, if I check and confirm, Earthworm Jim says he'll donate 3 times. I'm gonna hope I'm not being scammed, okay? If I'm being scammed, everywhere you go, there you are. But I'm gonna take the chance, okay? But give it up once more. Joe Cardboard, ladies and gentlemen. How about a hand for Joe Cardboard? Here he is, in all of his glory. I mean, this is a man who has taken bullets from me, not for me, from me. Okay, and he's gonna be talking some stand up, Joe Cardboard. He's lost a lot of blood, but it's okay. Hold on, we'll give Joe Cardboard 2 microphones just so you really know he's happening. Again, this does not say Jew. This is mirrored. Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Boom! There it is. How about one more time? One more time for Joe Cardboard, ladies and gentlemen. This guy has supported me through some of the lowest lows, the highest highs. He's been there for each and every one of them. Give it up for Joe Cardboard, ladies and gentlemen. And, yeah. Yeah. So, just so you know, that doesn't say Jew. I got peanut butter, dude. Okay? We did it. What do you say to that, Mr. Earthworm? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Thank you for the £1 donation, my friend. Is this one? Oh, okay, we're at 3. Also, it's Leaf says peanut butter question mark. I don't know how to explain it, my friend. I'm gonna try now to paint. Okay. Can I paint? Can I paint for a little bit? Yes? No? Maybe so? He's buffering? Yeah. Yeah. there's 420th Manhattan man. Thank you, Jim, for the. Okie dokie. Goal achieved. Oh my God. My Lord in heaven. There's 19 concurrent viewers, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most amount of viewers I have ever had in the history of the channel. In the history of Sherlock Spiner. In the history of me on this platform, okay? We've peaked at viewers. We've peaked at the amount donated. And as promised, because this is how I make a living, okay? We're going to be making a goddamn second peanut butter and jelly sandwich live. Okay? Oh my God. Okay. Hey, someone in the chat who might be here, please go get me the bread on the counter. Please. I know we have a viewer. Please, I'm gonna ask you to please bring me the bread in record time, my friend. Can you do that, or am I gonna get it myself? While you do that, I'm gonna mix up the fresh peanut butter. Okay. So here we go. Let's take a look at what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the. Oh my God. Okay. So I have on my. I have my utensils. Here's the. I think this is the peanut butter. This is the jelly. This is all very, very gross. Yeah, it's a little interesting. Okay. Someone brought the bread. Just so you know, there was another person here. So I hope everyone's like about to crap their pants because there was another person. There was another person among us. Okay. There you go. Here's the bread. We're gonna be slicing this fresh, ladies and gentlemen, fresh. Oh my gosh, this is happening. Okay, this is. I would not want to be anywhere else. Among Us for real, dude. It is Among Us. Okay, I guess the first thing to do before I get messy everywhere is we're gonna cut up, we're gonna cut the bread. Who's ready to break bread live, dude? Who's ready to break bread live? I'm needing to make room. This is now a cooking show. This is the situation. I got enamel paint on one of my utensils. That is okay. Here we go. Okay, we got a beautiful homemade sourdough loaf that I have access to. Beautifully made stuff, right? Let's take that sourdough looks amazing. I know. Okay, she does some exceptional work, dare I say, okay? Now, we're going to slice it live. She's never posted her bread before. I'm showcasing my mom's sourdough bread live. So this is interesting. Shout out, Mom. $9 to completely derail the stream. Yes. So let's just, let's not mess around and let's slice this sucker up real quick. I am going to get bread onto my desk. I've never sliced sitting down before. We're going to kind of get what we get. Boom, there's one slice. That's actually not terrible. Wow. Okay. Neat. And now now here we go again. We're going to do some more slicing work there. Beautifully cutting again. Some absolutely killer bread here. Another beautiful slice, if I do say so myself. We'll put this away, and then this will disappear into the ether for everything that's happening. So, everywhere you go, there you are. So that was very nice. Thank you, Mom. Shout out, Mom, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think she watches the streams. I really hope she doesn't watch the streams. If she does, shout out, Mom. Now, okay. We can remove this, and now it is time to okay. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. We're gonna make another peanut butter jelly sandwich. I'm gonna have a second peanut butter jelly sandwich. I'm gonna hurl. This is gonna be funny. Okay. Here. And look at this. Look at this, by the way. Boom. That's fresh as all heck, dude. Okay. So we're going to kind of do a little situation about like that, and there we got the watery stuff. Just put that on there, and I can throw this out. I'll get ants later, but that's fine. Now it's time to mix this guy together. And so now I'm mixing peanut butter live. Because that's separated after being around to do whatever. Okay. So, also, oh my God, you know what I should be doing? I should be changing the, I should change the title of the stream. I kind of forgot to do that. Because right now people are still just going to see Painting Mortarian. Painting Mortarian's base. Take that, people with peanut allergies. I do have a vendetta against those people, okay? I won't get into it. Also, before I continue, hold on. I need to change the stream. I feel like a fraud. Hold on. Although we're doing what okay, making sandwich live. Boom. Save. Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful, even spectacular. Okay. I'm going to call this good enough. There can be more mixing, but now we're going to add a decent amount, okay? So Mossy stops like haunting me. Okay. There might be some more mixing that we need, but I usually do something else. I'm going to try not to splat. I'm going to try not to get peanut butter all over my anything. Also, we got some chunky stuff happening. I would need to mix more, but I'm impatient, so I'm going to kind of call this good. If I get more frickin' butter than peanut, I don't care. You've notified Sheepy? Sheepy's been with me through a whole lot. I don't know if he would understand this. Okay, we're going to do peanut butter now. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a decent amount. Okay? And we're going to be content with that. So I don't want Mossy Mint to complain, okay? I'm going to do a decent amount, and we will all be happy, and we will all be content with it, okay? This is an interesting situation. This is the start of my mukbang. This is my Nico Cotto avocado arc right now. This is kind of funny. This is how it begins. More peanut butter. Yeah, hold on. Hold the phone, dude. I need to be able to at least sort of eat. Okay? Chunky is superior. It is superior. All I have on hand is creamy. But I do agree with you, okay? I agree with you on that. Okay, that's a decent amount. If I do any more, I'm going to... I won't survive, I swear. I think that's reasonable. I think that's a reasonable amount. Smooth feels wrong. Agreed. There, I'll add a little more. What was it called? Arachnophobia, when you're afraid of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. I learned that once in school, and then I realized more. There's more, okay? My God. That's enough. That's enough. More peanut butter? Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. You know, he paid both sides? More? Okay. That's all. I'm doing that much more, okay? I'm doing that much more, and we're all going to be content, okay? Put some on the other side. Everyone wants it on the other side? Fine. 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 I'll do it. Watch this. Also, we've already made it to like an eighth of this. I'll do a nice light coating on this side, okay? And then we're all going to be perfectly content. We're going to be perfectly content with all this, okay? See? We're good. I will, yeah, okay. Also, I was peer pressured by the Discord to do the cooking stream, which turned into a, let's see how fat we can make Sherlock. Hey, fair game. Coward more? I am adding more, you freaking son of a gun. There we go. There's more, okay? Boom. There we go. I'm going to not eat dinner tonight. That is good. That's fine. That's what we're getting. And we're all going to be perfectly content with that. And if you're not, womp womp. Wompity womp womp womp. Let me wipe off some of the excess here. I'm not going to lick it because I'm not a monster. I'm a villain, not a monster, okay? You need more? What? It not even on both sides? I'm not trying to make it even on both sides. There weren't even supposed to be. This is pretty much cooking for college students. True. True stuff. Now, am I somehow going to get jam on here? The Elder Lord demands more? Womp womp! I'm going to eat this. I'm going to eat this now, okay? I can't put jam on it. I don't want to contaminate the jam. I also don't have the utensil for it. Okay? So, boom. We're eating this. Happy? Boom. 5, pour the jam. Ah, that's true. Okay, that's fair. No, that's fair. I'll give it an honest whirl. Let's see here. Let's see what we can't get. Hold on, we gotta coax this sucker out here. Oh my God, pouring the jam. I never considered that. What a genius maneuver. Genius maneuver. I'm gonna go light on the jam, and we're all gonna be so content. That's a decent glob. No jam and it's not PB&J. Yeah. I was testing the waters. I'm trying to... Oh my God, this looks so bad now. I prefer light jam and light peanut butter when I do it. And then I have a glass of... And then I have like milk, or I have frickin', or I have... Oh my God, what's it called? I just have water. Maybe a soda. I don't go this heavy. More peanut butter? No, that is not happening anymore. That is not happening for my health. Okay. Now, I can throw this away. And we can... Okay. The rest of the stream is going to be me trying to eat this and not fucking die, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sherlock Spiner channel. No liquid? No. Are you going to make me do this with no liquid? No. I have a little water. I'm going to... I'll freaking... You want me to die? This is literally just me being a fat slob for content. But you know, everywhere you go, there you are. I can barely hold the mouse now. Hold on. Check Discord DMs. Okay, Shiva Bun, hold on. The situation. I forgot the baloney. Yuck. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a patriot who's here to... So, with the first sandwich, Mossy Mint made one as well. We have another patriot who's joining me, who's been with me since the beginning. Since before the beginning. Okay? I'm going to shout you out. I don't care. I'm doing it. Shiba Bun over here. Okay? He's joining me. Look at what Shiba Bun's doing. Okay? Shiba Bun is taking up this Herculean task with us. Okay? Shout out to Shiba Bun. What a dude. What a guy. That's and now without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for also my okay, wow, Leaf, you're not eating all of that right now, are you? Okay. There's a lot happening. I have to Now that's a PB&J. Taking PB&J with me to work for Sherlock. I didn't know we were going to create such a movement. My God, now I'm like getting all hyped up and shit. Okay. I'm okay, because this is a Herculean task. I got to pull up something. I'm going to have a little Okay, I gotta find something real quick. Just stand by. Just stand by. I need something going. I need something to help me through this whole freaking bit of BS. You know what? I might be switching to Twitch sooner than you thought. My God. That is crazy. I got an ad, ladies and gentlemen. They're putting ads on YouTube for Tinder. And that was a little freaky. Which it was a little spooky, to be honest. It was a little spooky. They hit me with the same fucking ad. Go kill yourself. Okay. Ads, dude, believe me, I'm getting ads too. I'm working through it. We're working through it. We're working through it. It will be fine, okay? Okay, now I'll be able to approach this, okay? I'll be able to do it, okay? And I don't think you guys won't have any idea what I'm doing, okay? But now let's eat the sandwich, shall we? Let me move that away. Let me go over here. And we're going to eat this now. With Twitch, as they have made some questionable moderation choices. Oh, yeah, I definitely... Okay. I'll be moving to Kick sooner than later. Haha. Well, I guess I'm going to eat this now. I feel like such a slob eating this. But, I mean, here you go. I mean, technically a rain bet. Yeah, how about that? Cheers, guys. Cheers. Cheers. That's too much peanut butter. That's too much peanut butter, dude. Also, I'm tasting cinnamon, and so now I'm 49% sure that I've somehow got a paint product, probably my enamel paint, onto the sandwich and just ingested it. Because I tasted, it was like I took a cinnamon spoon. It's good. Sounds like not enough jam. Yeah, but I didn't want to make it any more of anything, dude. I didn't even... It's just that... Hold on, I was added by someone else. I'm going to try to... Bro's rethinking his life choices. Oh, you know... there's a... What's someone talking? But hey, you know what? Balance, bro. But hey, take a look here. There's Shiba Bun doing his freaking duty. He's doing his duty. He's doing it. Look at that, okay? We got a brother in arm here. How much for a third? I'm not doing a third. I think the goal, you know, we hit the goal. We did it. We did it. It's incredible. Yeah, I gotta kind of try to just tank this now. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna see how fast I can eat this, dude. Mmm. Ooh. Yummy. Just kidding. There's so much peanut butter, dude. I can barely speak. I don't... It's too... There's too much peanut butter, dude. There's just too much. Check streaming chat. My hands are too messy. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I'm drinking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, drinking makes this possible. Drinking makes it possible, dude. Okay. I still taste the cinnamon, so I know I'm about to have a stroke. But it should be fine, right? I think so. I know the camera angle is bad. I didn't know what to do. Let me get a big old grab of this little cowboy here, huh? Too slow? Yeah. You're telling me. This is so outrageous. My steak is too juicy, my lobster is too buttery. This is terrible. Where am I? What's happening? What did I do? What's going on? You gotta go? Feather, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Feather. Thanks for tuning in, pal. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. This is the peak of my career. I know, it's only downhill from here. Ah. We got Leaf, who's ready to join the PB&J front. I salute you. Also, get a new... Here's a salute. If anyone wants to screenshot that, we'll turn that into the new freaking sticker at some point. There, I'll do a salute. So you just go, you screenshot, and then we'll make something happen with that. Okay, now back to eating. Slops up, buddy. Literal peak of the stream. You know what? I didn't know. I think I didn't know is a great answer for the whole thing. Bro's pushing it. I am. Okay. The thing is, I am the slowest eater, dude. Everyone's done with dessert, and I'm halfway through a steak if I'm at a freaking dinner. Okay? That's the situation. It's streaming. Chat time? Beautiful. I see your dog. You were here for this? You were here. Oh my gosh. You should get back to work. Good luck. Thanks for taking a break with me. Thanks for taking a lunch break with me. He's right. I already finished. Jesus Christ. Did you really, dude? I don't know how that's possible. Genuinely. I'm fighting demons right now, dude. Let me tell you what. This is a battle. This is a mental battle, okay? This is a mental challenge. It's good to mentally challenge ourselves every now and again, right? Check DMs. Oh, for... Okay. He's got one bite left, by the way. This dude has one bite. This MFR has one bite left. He has one bite left. What? I feel... Oh, God, okay. I feel my heart burning. I'm not even kidding. My heart is burning. Just from the peanut butter. Just from the peanut butter, by the way. That you forced me to eat. I guess ultimately it was on me. But I'm not gonna blame it on myself. Because I'm a dick. Outdated inventory already. Holy crap. I'm choking. I'm alive! American shows world is culture. Look, dude. I'm just trying to be like my hero, Joey Chestnut. That's all I want. Is that so much to ask for? Is it? Should I be built different? They don't make them like me anymore. For better and for worse. Oh god, now we're in the middle. Look at that, dude. Doesn't look good, bro. That doesn't appetize me. Hot dog next stream? No, I'd rather kill myself, but thank you. Maybe. Oh my god, that's so much peanut butter, I'm about to gag. I'm about to gag, dude. I can't do this. I'm a slob. Ugh. I'm gonna have to take a shower after this, dude. Okay, I gotta somehow finish this in 14 minutes. Looks like vomit. Don't say, hey. Don't say it looks like vomit, you son of a bitch. You're gonna make me hurl. You're gonna make me hurl. Don't, it looks like a creature. Someone that depends on chocolate milk. That looks like, hey, you say this looks like vomit again, I gotta, looks like diarrhea. Shut up. We don't have to, hey, we can, no, we can keep this civil. We can keep it civil, right? Please? It looks appetizing. It looks appetizing. It looks like dessert. It looks like cake, right? Come on. Oh, hey, Cobalt Commando 2. You stumbled into a man, who has questions for the man upstairs. And the man upstairs looked down and he said, "Dumbass, you did that to yourself," is what he said to me. It's a peanut butter mess. Yeah, we're... And Flush Portaloo. Shut up, Mossy. For the love of God. I'm not even halfway done. Let me get... Okay. Okay, one bite took me 2 minutes. We'll take bigger bites. I legit gagged. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Is everyone... Are you having fun? Is this worth it? I'm gonna make the... I'm learning a lot, okay? Like, for example, I need to up the price of the super chats to count towards the goal. That's what I learned. This is what they refer to as slop content. I've become a slop content creator? Shit. Dang it. I guess I... Show your mom for the amazing looking bread. She does kind of crush the bread. The Sherlock sandwich eating stream is peak fiction. Fiction? I wish this was AI. But no, I'm here. I'm here duking it out for the people. Okay? I do this for the love of the game. Shame that he ruined it with all that shit. You know what? Fair. Oh my god, dude. You just had barbecue chicken, vegetables, and Dutch noodles. That sounds spectacular. Check streaming chat for the love of Christ. Mossy. Nice lips. Lip check. That's perfect. I also like... How have you changed your workout as you start to age? Man fucking consuming peanut butter for views. That is hilarious shit. I can't even be mad at that. Don't let the peanut butter... Okay, 10 minutes left. I'm gonna lock... Guys, I'm locking in. I'm locking in. Nobody move. Go up? No. The peanut butter sandwich is going up to my mouth and I'm gonna eat it. Okay? Like a champ. I can't even swallow it, dude. It's just it's getting stuck. I'll make a meme edit out of that. Where's the trench? Let me show you the trench. I don't even know where the trench is. You proved you are American, that's for sure. I'm glad this is what we inspire. Hey. You know, I'm doing my part. But no, I'm taking the German flag into this whole freaking bit of business. That's the funny part. Here's the trench. Look at that. That's all we've gotten done today. Is just base coating the wood. That's all we did. That's all we did. That's all we did. The rest of the stream that was supposed to be painting the base has been me eating peanut butter jelly sandwiches, dude. Live. What a time to be alive. My God. But you know what? How much should we... Let's see. But you know what? It's a pretty decently paying stream, eh? Huh? Oh my God, I gotta eat. I gotta lock in. Everyone shut up. Nobody move. This is my sandwich. Okay, I'm gonna eat the sandwich as heavy. Okay, ready? This is sandwich. This my sandwich. Is that a good heavy impression? That was delicious. Is that good? I don't know. Well, so much for my plan for today. You had made sandwiches, but the trench does look sick so far. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my God, GP has acknowledged Lord Coconut's at. The situation is nuts, okay? What a beautiful emoji peanut butter jelly sandwich you made there, baguette maker. Ah. Sherlock, I'm here, but my chat is cooked, so it's not working. Hi, Cheapy. Do you remember when we built the Warlord Titan together? You remember when we traded Warhammer stuff together? When I sold you Warhammer? Do you remember those days? Good times. I don't think either one of us would have ever suspected, here. Don't think about... Mossy, you are a... You... That is not... You son of... Oh, gosh, okay. Okay. I gotta get this done, dude. In 7 minutes, I'm gonna do it. Do not think about bird feeding, dude. Baguette maker, I appreciate you. But just so you're aware, not to dog on you, but I do have Cheapy right here in the Discord. Okay, so I can read his chats too, on a separate monitor. I might leave with those visuals. I wouldn't blame you at this rate, dude. About the Uma fan art. Well, it's because there's so much peanut butter on it, Cobalt Commando. I've been at this for what, 20 minutes? What is a group of Sherlocks called? Or Paycorn. The most terrible thing in existence, Mossy. How could you? How could you? A suffering of Sherlocks. In 5 minutes, I gotta finish this stupid thing. I'm gonna do it. Also, I keep getting my lips in the frame. I don't want to do that. That's not. I don't want that out there on the internet. Flocko locks. That's funny. So, Pig, you are in my pocket at work. Really? Sure, like this is pathetic times. You're telling me! You need to put the chat on the screen, my guy. Hold on. Boom. Although I'm gonna have to minimize the Discord. I don't know what heinous acts people are gonna. Also, I have the audio of this playing in the background. This is what's getting me through this, by the way. I'm not even kidding. Where the hell did the chat go? There's the chat. Okay. Let me minimize the whole thing, okay? Ugh. Okay, hold on. Put all the chat up for all to see so we can... There we go. Okay. 4 minutes. Oh my god. You must submit to the Peanut Collective? What do you mean? What was that? That was Agnes Tachyon dancing in front of Manhattan Cafe because Agnes Tachyon has low cortisol. Obviously. Need I say more? Oh. Okay. Why half your chat's missing? I don't know. On my way to work, part 2 of the diorama incoming. Beautiful. Dude. I gaze upon myself. That's SS for Sherlock Spiner, not Sturmstoffel or whatever the heck it's called, by the way. Oh, it's my first double S rank. GP, is this good? What's the Cheapster say? Perfect. Good to have you, GP. Can I get this done in 3 minutes, dude? Can I get this done in 3 minutes? Hold on. Am I banned? No, I don't think so. This is making me hungry. It's making you hungry. Great. Wow. It's not making me hungry. It's making me want to die. This is now a challenge I am doing to get this done. My chats were not showing up. I don't know why. I have to do smaller bites, dude, in 2 minutes. Come on. Like watching baby birds being fed. Mossy, I legit gagged as I was reading that. I'm not gonna let peanut butter win. Okay, 2 more bites. I think I'm gonna do it. This is now a mental challenge, dude. This is a mental challenge. 60 seconds. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Last bite. Last bite. Lock in. One more big bite. It's done. I'm eating it. Locking. I did it! I did it. I'm gonna, what the f am I doing? Guys, I just fucking did that, okay? I just finished it on the buzzer, dude. Okay? I just did that. Yeah. I challenged myself and I just freaking did it. And that was not good. That was my eyes are watering. I don't know if you can see my eyes water. That was bad. What the fuck am I doing? Okay. Hold on. I gotta regroup. Yeah. Hold it in. Okay. Deep breaths, ladies and gentlemen. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Man throws up after 2 PB&Js. Hold the line. Hold the line. Yeah. Guys. I'm cold, okay? I have hypothermia for when you overeat, okay? I don't think that even exists. That's how screwed up. Oh, God. That was such a... sorry. Apologies. My apologies. Okay. Yes, that's Dominus Visarm in the background, and that's Mortarion. Mortarion's done. I finished him. He's done. I just have to do his base. Take a minute, my guy. Dude. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing that, okay? I am doing that. Because I don't stuff my face. Fun fact, okay? Contrary to me being a Warhammer wargamer, I am not a glutton-ish, okay? So that was a different form of mental fortitude that I had to find within myself to get through, okay? And you might wonder, why do such a thing, right? Why do such a thing, okay? And I would offer this, okay? We live in a world now. We live in a world where everything is already gotten, okay? Everything's gotten for us, okay? We don't have to go out and hunt our food, okay? I get to sit here, order DoorDash if I wanted, okay? We don't have to challenge ourselves anymore. But why do people hit the gym? Why do people go on long distance runs? Why do people try to climb a mountain? Why do people do these things? In a world where you don't have to do that. You can go about your day, your work, and not put yourself in any of those predicaments. You don't have to challenge yourself. You can live safely your whole life. Your whole life. But people challenge themselves, okay? People challenge themselves. And you know why they challenge themselves? That is correct, Leaf. It is to showcase the ever-present, unbeatable human spirit, the human drive to look at something and go, I can beat that. I can take that head on. And I can win. I can be successful. I can take on that challenge. That's why we do it. That's why we do what we do. And that is why today, not only did I have one peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that is normally my lunch before a stream, I had that on the stream. I made it for the stream. Not only did I do that, which was very unprecedented, I challenged myself. I challenged myself to complete a demon sandwich from hell. Okay? And I looked at that thing and I looked at the time and you know what I said? I said, challenge accepted. I'll do it. Watch this. It'll be difficult. And it was difficult. And there was a cost. There was definitely a cost. My lips are on camera, on a high quality Canon camera now. Okay? Not only that, I nearly threw up on stream. But you know why I did it? I did it not for money. You might say it's because I hit the goals and I got paid money. No, no, no. I did it to showcase the indomitable human spirit that I still possess in a world where we don't need it. But we do need it. The world would have you think we don't need it. We need it now more than ever. Okay? He did it I did it my way. It's my way or the highway. And I just showcased that today on this stream, ladies and gentlemen. And with that stream in mind, oh, for fuck's sakes, sorry. And with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, it is time for me to leave you now. It is time for me to go about my day, to watch the sunrise set, or the sunrise over a grateful universe, okay? But before I go, I want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you for taking part. Thank you for offering your support. Thank you for encouraging me to hold the line when I had lost hope. When I had lost hope. But you know what we did? You know what I did? I silently prayed to God himself and I said, hey, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, God. But could you do me a favor and help me do it? And God said, dude, I'm not sure what you're doing, but you know what? I'm going to help you out. And I said, thanks, God. Wow. Praise be. Hallelujah is what I said. So on that note, I'm going to go now. I'm not saying that because I am literally about to throw up and I'm just like going to run to a toilet. No. I am leaving on a high note, and I hope you can all leave on a high note too. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. I wasn't expecting this. No one was expecting this, yet we got this. And I, for one, am happy with this. So good day to you all, and God bless.